There was plenty of cheering, plenty of pleading,
Get the ball! Come on, ball!
and plenty of cash exchanging hands.
And now that the Hornets may have dribbled their last ball here at the Hive, their merchandise is flying off the shelves.
As the clock ticks down on the Hornets' impending clearance out of town, the clearance sales have begun.
Up there, the T-shirts are 20, but down here they're 14, so I guess different spots, different prices.
And with 14 years of memory slowly approaching a grand finale,
Thinking this is going to be the last Hornets game, up here, so that's the reason why I really bought it.
fans are trying to snatch up whatever keepsakes they can.
Oh, yeah, anything from the Hornets, because I'll hold on to it all forever. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's priceless.
Provided they could finagle the right price.
I think they ought to mark it down about 50% because it's worthless now.
But as they say, one man's trash.
I'm going to challenge the man up there in Corncob Mill. He said he can't give it away. I'm going up there tomorrow and see can I get him for $1.
Is another's treasure. Just ask Luke, who's spending his hard-earned $21.
One of those Hornet things over there, so I can remember them.
Bittersweet buys and inevitable goodbyes that are simply too hard for some fans to swallow. In Charlotte, Tamiko Gibson, Fox 18 News. It's something you'd expect to see in a James Bond movie, but you'd never, ever expect it to happen on Interstate 77.
I've been boating on this lake all my life, and I've never seen anything like it.
Officer Terry Davis of the Charmeck Lake Enforcement Team is stunned. Around 2:20 this morning, a Baja boat ran into this rocky embankment near mile marker 30, went airborne over the guardrail and onto the median, where it then flipped over into the southbound lanes. Seconds later, a car slammed into the boat, sending all 3 people riding in that boat to nearby hospitals. No one in the car was injured. Empty beer cans were later discovered on the boat. Wildlife officers are now investigating to see if alcohol, speed, or a combination of both may have played a factor.
Lake enforcement officers say alcohol is the #1 cause of nighttime boating accidents. A few drinks can make it awfully hard to tell the difference between red and green, the primary colors used for navigation.
Navigation that gets tougher at night.
When you take alcohol and all those other effects of night boating and put them together, you have a recipe for disaster.
Boater Alan Bartnick came to see the disaster for himself.
Clearly, you can't be paying attention when you're hitting an interstate. There are headlights going up and down here all night long.
And like most folks,
It's such a vertical rise straight out of the water. It's got to be a 60, 70-degree incline, then up and over the rail. What's the highway? 40, 50 feet across to the median? That's a lot of speed.
he can't figure out how that speedboat managed to fly. On Lake Norman, Tamiko Gibson, Fox News at 10. The Charlotte Sting is out to prove it's got game both on and off the court. The front office opened the turnstiles tonight, free of charge to the fellows.
There's going to be some promotions during timeouts and at halftime, kind of jokingly towards guys. Things like they're going to be kind of fun. So yeah, this is guys' night out with the Charlotte Sting.
Public Relations Director Karen Case says the idea is to target men 18 to 35 who typically shy away from the WNBA. But Timothy Eaton has already been stung by the Sting.
I just think that guys like more dunks and stuff of that nature, so, they don't really want to see nobody shoot threes. But to me, I'm a loyal fan, so I like basketball all around.
But for some of his brethren, well, they needed an extra incentive.
I really am supportive of all of our sports teams here in Charlotte, but the free tickets is, kind of like it was an extra kicker.
I don't really know that much about it. I don't really read a lot about it, so they asked, so I thought I'd check it out.
And men aren't the only targets of the Sting. They've already hosted Pet Adoption Night, Christmas in July, as well as Family Faith Night for the gospel crowd.
From gospel concerts to pet adoptions and even guys' night out, Sting Management says is out to prove it's got game in the marketing arena. They're out to fill up these empty seats and sell as many tickets as possible. And if the strategy works, once bitten by the bug, they will come back.
If they just go in, deep into the playoffs, I probably will buy some season tickets next year.
At the Hive, Tamiko Gibson, Fox News at 10. From tops to bottoms, Charlotte's hippest kids will be looking so fresh and so clean on the first day of school. They'll also clean up at the cash registers.
When my mom started not paying for everything, I realized I had to do it myself, so I learned how to make a penny straight.
16-year-old Kimberly Simmons is using money from her summer job to finance her fashion. She says last year's tax holiday gave her a crash course in Savings 101.
What did you do with the money you saved?
Bought more clothes.
And buy more is what retailers all over Eastland Mall are hoping for. At the rave, Demi Burney can't stop raving about the deals.
This is great for business. Not charging taxes is really great for business because people come in now knowing that they don't have to spend the extra $5. They can go ahead and just look at the items they want and buy right there.
And if you're a little strapped for cash this weekend, don't worry. You can just lay it away and still take advantage of the tax-free savings.
I got the airbrush shorts too with the strap, all $29.99.
Meanwhile, the sales team at the Lark is prepping for its first tax-free weekend.
We pretty much emptied out my stock room. We filled up all our racks, our walls, and our tables. And we had actually a huge markdown. We decided to mark a lot of merchandise down.
Manager Faisal Shalavi says he's hoping the 72-hour blitz will add clientele to his bottom line. In Charlotte, Tamiko Gibson, Fox News at 10.
What happened?